One other question related to what you went through is your take on why companies see marketing as low-hanging fruit when it comes to slashing budgets. The gut reaction for many of these companies, and we saw it in early 2020 and we saw it in early 2022, is that, oh my God, leads are drying up, sales are slowing. What are we going to cut? How are we going to get ourselves in better shape? We'll just cut marketing. And what inevitably happens is that they discover that that is like cutting off your nose to spite your face. Then they turn to people like me and you to fill gaps because they've got rid of their marketing departments. Why do companies behave this? Why don't they see the long-term picture as opposed to reacting in a very rash way?
I think there's a few things that go into it. And first, I'll say that all of the data suggests that that behavior is kind of misguided and ham-fisted. Harvard Business Review, Sequoia, all these folks say the same thing, which is that in a down economy, it's the companies that in their spend in marketing and PR or even increase it are the ones that come out the other side much more strongly positioned than those who recoiled in fear. That's just like factually true. But I think the other part of it is that marketing and PR sometimes are viewed as overhead by people who don't understand what marketing and PR are. The bigger problem is that a lot of people just don't know what the hell PR and marketing do and how to quantify that in a way that makes sense to the CFO. When you're looking at the cold, hard light of day at the balance sheet, and marketing has a bunch of campaigns that haven't yet bore fruit, PR has got campaigns that they're cooking, and maybe there's a launch coming up that hasn't yet bore fruit. The one thing they think they can rely on is the fact that they have salespeople and leads, and that those two things are going to solve everything magically if they just double down on that. It really, unfortunately, is an unsophisticated view of the way a company is run. The more sophisticated the companies and the more sort of battle scars they have, the more they tend to understand that cutting marketing and PR during a recession is like going on a hunger strike during a famine. I mean, it's self-flagellation. It makes bouncing back from the difficulties 10x harder because now you've gone silent and all of your key audiences are thinking, ooh, those guys must have gone broke. What happened to them? They disappeared. They must not be viable, which is exactly the perception that PR and marketing do not want your key audiences to have.